this kind of cuisine. It's very important. But before Asian people come to Japan, not many European or American wants to eat the Japanese food that time. But also, because we open up lots of the Japanese cuisine to the Asian nation, and then we didn't know Americans and Europeans want to know that too. They were just about the food. They are more like attitude of take it or leave it things in their country. So because we start explain what kind of cuisine, what's the good ingredient is, we care a lot, and that's spreading the Japanese cuisine in the world too. And I see, went to a trade center in Thai. I see a lot of the Japanese cuisine on the restaurant floor. Well, I so, appreciated, but also I was kind of amazing that, how much people here knows the Japanese cuisine now. I see more than I saw in Tokyo. Lots of different cuisine, but I think Asian people likes to eat, and especially like Hong Kong, Chinese, of course Thai people likes to eat out, right? And in Japan, well, eating out is not our habit. Usually they are making food in the house almost every day. Maybe once or twice eating outside per month is like a more family-like. But many Asian people come to Japan, that influence to our habit too. Lots of people start eating, but in spite of the economy crisis, eating out getting popular. So I think the tourism, if you really analyzing it, that goes for both way. That's more like a mixed culture, or the communication of the different culture is very important. That's what I think. Is that explained? Yeah? Yes.
Yeah, Hirano-san, my question is, once you apply the Kansai value, or you put the design strategy in your production or something,
yes,
does it create more investment costs or not? Or do we have to pay for additional?
Right. Actually, we saved lots of money doing this. Like I told you, we didn't have to waste the food for the airline, because what we carry is the 10% more than what people want. Okay. Before that, almost double. 100% more than what people eat have to be carried. So that's save money. And of course, we didn't have to have the cabin attendants as much as before, because usually they go by sequence, means everybody have to get the almost simultaneously. Food is food. That means you have to have the maximum number of people for the maximum work. Peak period. And rest of the time they were chatting. I shouldn't say that. They were talking, okay? Or sometimes eating. So we saved lots of the cabin attendant, that when and how, and people really spreading that not the same time they want to eat. Especially overnight flight, like today I'm going to take the flight from Bangkok to Tokyo leaving here 11 o'clock midnight, almost midnight, get there about 6 o'clock. I don't want to be touched, okay? I need to sleep. But some of them, as a tourist, okay, they want to, enjoy till they got landed. So it's different, right? So it's analyzing what people like or people want or social needs makes lots of the time and the cost saving. And of course, we look at the plates. That's the best plates. And also, I didn't say much about the lounge. We made lots of different functions for that seating. Some of them has the PC things, but some of them like a standing bar. Okay? Some people just want to have a shot and leave. They don't want to have the kind of seats. So we saved the space, and we gave the space to some personal booth that you can get the massage. So that's something, right? It's nobody wants to have the same thing. So we have to analyzing it and saving cost, or saving space, or saving time. And sometimes we have to spend more, but we can save something else that we can save. So actually, we save the money. They said they pay lots of money to us for consulting. That's something else. Okay? Yes.
May I ask your experience in general? When we talked about the design, most entrepreneurs think that design is more like a luxury, that you gotta have money and a lot of investment to it, and probably relate to the previous questions. When we talk about the small or medium entrepreneurs or SME, this is a very particular point that they normally do not start with the design. They normally start with what they can do, and then design will be right at the very end to create the value. From your experience working with the N&A, which is a large corporations, do you have any other experience in terms of a very small or some other small entrepreneurs that we're struggling with realizing and convincing about how important the design is in the very early stage of the product and services?
Okay. We've been working with small industry to medium a lot too. And usually what we tell them is, don't do too much design. You have to subtract lots of things from that, what you are producing. Because you are putting lots of things because you don't know what the consumer wants. Right? If you really study what your consumer or what your marketing want, you don't have to do more than what they want, right? And if you put a lot of things, of course, it's a decoration. Design is always have their function to it and a value to it. The cost value is always have to be very fair to the consumer. I don't know, not maybe here, not only here, but many buildings, if I see it, oh, this is too expensive, right? Because that's decoration has no function to it. Okay, if you want to make monuments, or if you want to make art, spending lots of money, or maybe you put the gold on it, everybody appreciate it because you receive in the 1 gram of the gold, in spite of the performing of the maybe product. So you don't want to do that, right? You want to take the gold out, but you still want the customer to appreciate the performance or ability of the products. And that's the design, okay? So we succeed, lots of the small industry became the entrepreneur now. I didn't bring the something I can show you today, but